Welcome back. Hello. Today we're going to just try to open up a little bit. We're just going to have a free drawing today. Just kind of getting into expressing ourselves and loosening up. And we're going to try and touch on that inner greatness that you have. You have it inside and you got to let it go. You've got to get rid of all this feeling of not being good enough and making mistakes, and I want you just to kind of loosen up. And you're going to see that today. I'm going to draw something that is just unplanned and loose. And when you look at the drawing at the end, you might see this problem and you might see that wrong with it, but this is what it's about. It's about drawing and free flowing, just drawing and making it up as you go along. Thinking what you want to do that, do this, do that. And this is what builds up this I don't care. I just want to enjoy it. And I want you to feel more and more of that, so that if you draw something, you're not so worried about throwing it away or thinking, wow, that's amazing, I love that, and going to show somebody. Or social media, sending it to somebody and saying, what do you think? And so today is just about finding your inner genius, your inner greatness, okay? So watch today's, and I hope it inspires you to draw something. Just draw it. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw something today, okay? Have fun. Enjoy it. More than anything, enjoy today. Just enjoy the drawing, okay? Have fun. Watch the drawing, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. How are you all doing? We're going to start doing some drawing, and I'm going to try and think of trying to draw something a little bit more chunky, a little bit more possible crocodile or something like that. And to do that, we need to just loosen up, and we're just going to try, and again we're thinking about our shapes. Before you draw anything, I really suggest you thinking about what kind of shapes build up. For example, the head. It's a circle for the little part, and then you're adding on what, and you're adding on what, and try and building this thing up in your head with circles and sausages and sticks and any simple shape, triangles, anything that can make you realize that shape of this animal or this character. And we're going to have a go here today and just make some kind of creature that in the shape of a crocodile or something like that. And we're just having fun, okay? We are just going to have a little bit of fun and just see where we go. Just feel the lines, In any style that you draw in, whatever your style is, feel it. Every time you put that line down, feel it. Each line that you put down, you really want to know that that's the line that you wanted. So when you look back at that line, you can think, oh, it's beautiful. I think part of the problem with a lot of people that are drawing these days, I kind of feel like everybody's so worried. Everybody's so worried about what somebody else is going to say and what everybody else is thinking about it. Oh, there comes my squirrels again. The squirrels are in the garden. I wish you could see it. And they're so nervous about it. And I really want you and me to start thinking about your inner greatness, you know? You've got to believe that you're brilliant. You've got to believe it. Just because somebody else doesn't like your style of painting and drawing. Oh, it's a little bit too thick. Don't like that. Where's my... It's just getting a little bit too blobby there. Don't like that. Let's try and get rid of that. See? Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, well, see, everybody makes mistakes. So, but it's not going to stop us. We're going to just go flying on past. If it's a mistake, we'll fix it. Nothing's going to stop us today, right? Yeah, I think you need to believe in your kind of inner greatness. You know, and being an artist is a quite like a performer almost, you know. You really have to believe that, you know, in the same way, I guess, like people like Ed Sheeran and that, they must have to kind of believe that they're great. If they didn't believe they were great, then how the hell could they get up on stage? How the hell could they get up there in front of all of those people and start singing some song about a castle on a hill? You know? And when you think about it, it's a song about a castle on a hill. Okay. But he's getting up there and he's giving it all. He's putting all his heart into it. And that makes you feel even better about his singing and his performance. Right. Don't lose your track. And that's the way you've got to be with your art. You've got to be able to put it down and feel it. You've got to think it. Believe in it. And if you screw up like I just did there, let's just put a little white blob there just to soak that up a little bit. Otherwise my mind is going to be thinking about it all the way through. Get rid of it. Get it out. So we're going to start trying to build up some confidence. We're going to build up your confidence. We're just going to do it. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, great. Who cares? You know, I also paint, and sometimes when I paint, it's not anywhere near as confident as when I'm drawing. But it doesn't stop me. It doesn't put me off. Does not help the fact that other people don't like it. But I'm not going to let it affect the way I feel about it. I love drawing, and when I draw, I don't care what people think. I just enjoy this moment. What am I doing? I'm just going to put some big teeth in there now. I'm just going to kind of make it all kind of gnarly and lumpy, and that's just kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. I just want to do a big toothy crocodile. Big teeth and little teeth, and then when it's finished, then you can analyze it. Then you can look at it and you can think, okay, maybe the structure of the head's a little bit like this. Maybe next time I could do this. Maybe next time I could. But for now, it's perfect. Every single thing you're going to draw, think about it as perfect. And that way, you'll start to build up more and more confidence. And that's what you need. You need to build that confidence up. You need to just feel, you want to do a light little, crispy little line like that. Very, very light, and just drag it around like his lips. Do it. And if you want to put in something big and thick, do it like that. And that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes it interesting to look at. Perfect. Great. Loving it. Alright, so I've got to try and think of a second part of his jaw down here. Alright, I kind of feel like I really need to draw those eyes in, or I'm going to be a little bit kind of off-put by the fact he's got no expression. Just give him some kind of lumps on his head. Crocodiles always have those kind of like dinosaur lumps, you know. You know the ones I mean. I don't know what they call them, dinosaur lumps. But and we're just drawing the bottom jaw here. I know I should start up at this point and work my way around, but you know, that's about, I want to start there. Just get in there and just do it. Of course you're going to work your way back. So, you know, it's kind of like eating your dessert before you before your dinner. Well, you know, not good, but do it. If you want to do it, get in there. And I'm just trying to do this big, gnarly toothed crocodile. And I love the idea of this being too thick there. I was thinking about this nice little running line that's coming around the back there. And I just touched one of those blobs, and it kind of spilled out a little bit. Lovely. So that's the big opened mouthed crocodile that we've got. Putting the inside teeth there. How is it looking? And again, I've talked about this before, but you know, a lot of these drawings are kind of like me sketching and thinking and feeling, and they're not really classed as an illustration. An illustration, I'd be a little bit more careful about the construction of it, not so much about the line. I'm still going to put my kind of lumpy, splashy, messy style across it, but I'd be a little bit more thoughtful about the construction of everything that's going on there. And that's something that's very, very important to me about when you're doing your drawings. Right, so we're going to be bringing that big mouth back down there. And crocodiles have got this kind of big wide mouth that they have, and I'm just gonna put some lines there, like kind of like wrinkles that they have on the belly and stuff like that. And he's looking lovely. I like that. And there's his. Just back there. Get a nice kind of shoulder. And that's what we're trying to build, that shoulder coming down now there. And this arm, I'm going to try and bring his arm up there. Let's have him playing some kind of instrument. That'll be fun. I love instruments. I absolutely love instruments. I've got a terrible, terrible habit. I have a house that I've got lots and lots of different instruments in my house, and not that I'm amazing at any of them, but I do love it. I do love the whole thing of musical instruments and musicians, and I love mandolins. It's my big thing. I absolutely love mandolins. It's like the most addictive noise on earth is a mandolin. So if you play a mandolin or something, say hello. I love it. I've been to see a few mandolin players. Trying to give his big claws here. Kind of give him some little marks on his skin to kind of a bit kind of scaly feel to him. Kind of adds a little bit of extra texture to the, and then once you put a little bit of a wash on top, it should look quite nice. A nice green to run through there. Right, so we've got to have something there. We've got to have a what kind of instrument should we have? Maybe like a banjo would be nice, something like that, or a mandolin. Maybe we'll put a mandolin in there. Let's see if we can draw his hand. Where's his hand going to be? It's going to be about there somewhere. Trying to get a nice hand pose coming in there. Through there, and the neck of the instrument going through his hand to there. Let's make it into like a big mandolin or something. Mandolin or something like that. Octave mandolins are considerably bigger than a mandolin, so they kind of work out quite perfect, I think, for our subject. So we have a musical character today, and he is playing his mandolin or octave mandolin, whichever you prefer to call it, and he's singing along. I want to bring his body around there to kind of give it some weight. And give it a nice kind of crown and head to it. And an octave mandolin would have 8 strings, so we need to be reasonably correct with that. Otherwise we'll have lots of people writing to us to correct this. Strings. That kind of works, doesn't it? That's our crocodile's hand. Let's try and put some strings on there. And run the strings all the way. Cool. A big fat belly. Most people that play instruments like this, like me, have got a big fat belly. Oh dear, I'm really gonna get people writing to me now, aren't I? I play that instrument and I don't have a fat belly. There we have our musical crocodile. How's that looking? That's interesting. So we're talking about greatness today, and you need to start to believe in yourself. And if you want me to go through some of the illustrations, like the book illustrations and things like that, let me know in the comments, and I'll take a little bit of a longer time and go through and show you some of the more controlled techniques for illustrations. You have to be a little bit more careful about telling a story when you're doing illustrations, and not so much just like free line work like this. I mean, the line work is still quite loose and everything, but you need to be a little bit more kind of controlled with your kind of composition and things like that, to make sure that you're actually telling a story, because that's obviously why people are buying a book, to have the story. So whereas when you're doing a straight off illustration like this, you can kind of make up the story. It's a crocodile and he's playing his octave mandolin for his friends. I mean, that's a cool, fun story. Lovely. Alright, so I'll have to get a leg in there. I guess we're going to have a little bit more of a kind of dancing pose. It's just not coming up, is it? It gets a little bit too thin sometimes. I don't like it when I wish these nibs sometimes had a little bit more kind of thick and thin to them. I kind of get a little bit let down sometimes with not being able to control the thick and thin enough. I actually buy a lot of nibs. In fact, I've got hundreds of nibs, and I'm always on the lookout for good nibs and stuff like that. So if you do use something that you could recommend, please do. I'm always interested to test out nibs and you know, expand my kind of knowledge of different brands, and you know, as I do with the ink, I'm always trying different inks. That's his kind of dancing foot. He's lifting that one up. Let's get this one down here. That's his other leg coming in. How is that looking? Is that looking okay? And this is the back foot, where he's kind of putting most of his weight on, since he's kind of dancing and he's jumping up with his banjo. I hope you'll send me some comments. Tell me what you think and what you feel, and if there's anything you would like me to do more or less of. Would love to hear that too. These beginning lessons now, or these beginning videos I should say, are very much kind of just exploring this world of doing videos and really what people are interested to see. And at the moment, these are the first few longer videos that I've put up, so I'm very, very, very curious to know what people think, what people would like to see. I've had a couple of requests about adding more color, which I will try and do. I'll try and take a few, maybe like this crocodile, and I'll paint it up a little bit in a different lesson, so you can then see how I've drawn the character and how then it goes into the color processes. Again, if you would like to see more of the illustration, some of that processes, we can also do those. Again, it depends a lot on what you guys want. What do you want to see? At the moment, I'm just kind of having a bit of fun, and I'm posting up some videos to see what all you artists out there would like to see. At the moment, I'm enjoying just having a bit of freedom and just drawing up whatever comes into my head. And that is our crocodile. What's missing? Something is missing. What's missing? A tail. Let's bring in a tail down here. We can't have a crocodile without a tail. And there's his tail scooping up to the side there. Follow that underline that we have on the stomach, so that's kind of like the bottom, and then we'll put all the little, stop doing that. I'm going to draw these little scales on his skin, up and down the tail. So please send me a comment, tell me what you think. What would you like to see more of, less of? Or just comment about what did you feel about the drawing? Did you enjoy it? Do you have a book you'd like me to illustrate? Let me know in the comments. That's the tongue and that inside. But again, that will come out more much more clear when it's in color. So that is our crazy crocodile, and we're going to put a name at the bottom so we remember who drew it. And again, this is a huge request. Please have more confidence in your drawing, and I really look forward to seeing your drawings. Just remember, you are incredible, okay? Stop listening to everybody around you. If you feel it's right, doesn't matter if it's abstract art or cartoon art or whatever. If you think it's right and you think it's right for you, do it. That's what art's all about. It's about opening your heart to the whole world and just saying, this is what I have to give you. This is what I have to show you. And that is a lovely crocodile. And I hope you had a fabulous adventure. Can I say adventure? There we are, our crocodile. And I hope you had a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I'll show you a little close-up afterwards, and see you soon. Here is today's big crocodile. The musical crocodile. I hope you had great fun. I hope you enjoyed the drawing. Look at all those teeth. I hope you enjoyed today's drawing. I hope you had fun. That's his feet and his legs, his arms. And that is all of him. And I hope you had a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching today, and come back soon, okay? Bye-bye.